Barkeep. Ale. Nilfgaardian if you have it. Preferably something for breakfast. Oh, shit. Make that 2 of both of those. I hope you like Nilfgaardian ale. Huh. Isn't that fair enough? Getting attacked by drowners does tend to work up an appetite. Don't get worried. This barman owes me a favor, so breakfast is on me. Grab a seat. This place still smells rank. Every bar from Vizima to Redania all smell like this. Of course they do. It's part of their charm. The simple charm of, being a bar in the backwaters. Not that I give a damn. I don't. It's a place to lay my head. Get some rest safely. Maybe get a bath. It has been about 2 weeks after all. Very funny. You'd smell about the way I do if you'd been out in the rough the way I have. I fight monsters for a living. Smells come with the territory. What? You haven't heard the old joke about witchers? What's the difference between a witcher and a pile of dung? Eventually, the dung stops smelling. It's an old one, but it's a classic. Thanks. Breakfast will be out in a few minutes, yeah? He never listens. Be lucky if we get our food on time. Or at all. Well, I can't necessarily blame him. This bar has seen a bit. With the invasion of Nilfgaard, everybody's flocking north. With that, you get Redanians and Temerians and Sintrans and all other manner of people just flooding through. Don't get me wrong, I don't care. None of it matters. You humans are basically all the same to me. But to this place, you pack that many different people in, you're bound to have some trouble. Just the nature of it. Try as you might, you have trouble. Last time I was in here, 2 Redanians started picking a fight with a Temerian footman. That ended with one of them going through the window. The only place that man went after was the graveyard. That's life out here. What about you, though? You traveling through a swamp. Where were you headed? White Orchard? What do you need there? New life. There's barely any life there anymore. Because Nilfgaard's coming, and there's nowhere you can run from them. That's the nature of it. Much as we might try, they seem to have the winning hand. Hell, they were dealt the whole winning deck. Emperor Amir seems to know what the hell he's doing on the battlefield, I'll give him that. Doesn't hurt that most of the northern kingdoms are a rabble at best. Listen, I wouldn't concern myself with the politics of war. One side is always on top. Doesn't matter who. Exactly. Nilfgaard, Redania, Temeria, Sintra. It never affects most folk. The flag waving on the flagpole, the preacher at the pulpit, the insane screamer telling you what god to believe in. It doesn't affect you, it doesn't affect me. Well, it might if Radovid and Redania. It might if Radovid of Redania has his way, but we're not there yet. Where are we? Between a rock and a hard place, like we always are. No, that's the best you can do. Just keep moving and, for you, looking for something better. For me, I'm looking for the next job. Funny you should ask. My next job has me going to White Orchard myself. I have to meet another witcher there. Witcher by the name of Loman. He's a Bear School witcher. We don't often work together, but the need has arisen this time, so here we are. Well, most of the time we tend to work alone. Hell, I don't even work with other witchers from the Wolf School. We all keep to ourselves. We see each other for a couple of months every year, when the winter comes and the snows set in. It's a good time to rest. The monsters hibernate, so we do as well. Replenish, relax, try to get our bearings for the next season. The next season of killing monsters, of course. Hell, just this year. Drowners, a couple of Lachine, one or two wyvern dens. I've been busy. But where there's travel, there's food, there's drink, and there's always a game of Gwent to be played, so I can't complain too much. Oh, you play, do you? Maybe we should play a game over breakfast. If it ever gets here. This barman. Like I said, he owes me a favor, so I'll eat here and I'll eat for free, but takes his dear sweet time with the food. Yeah. But it's somewhat worth it. It's not anything you write home about, but you don't spit it up either. Yeah. I'm supposed to meet this other witcher in White Orchard at the Tavern. From there, we'll plot our next course. Rumor is he sometimes works with a sorceress, so we'll see what comes of that. By and large, I don't have much to do with magic users. We have our trade, they have theirs. We tend not to overlap. Once in a while. But if I'm being honest, I try to avoid it at all costs. Because magic tends to be one of those things that if you mess around with too much, it'll bite you before long. Well, we'll see. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is one of those jobs he doesn't even bring her. Wouldn't exactly mind that. Take magic out of the equation entirely. Can you blame me? Sorcerers are their own trouble. I would just as soon stick to my blades. Listen, if it comes between me and a monster, I trust steel and silver over any incantation. 10 minutes of waving your hands in the air, reciting a near-dead language. Meanwhile, I've taken the head of 3 wyvern already. Those numbers work in my favor every time. Thank you. You'd think he had to go kill the cow and butcher it himself. So, about that game of Gwent. You still game? Alright then. Get out your deck. We'll play while we eat. Sounds good to me. Care to put some crowns on it? Well, flip a coin and let's see who goes first.